What's up, guys? It's Gaz. Welcome to another Kuva weapon video. So today we have the Kuva Karak, which I believe is a bit of a sleeper. And yeah, it's not the best weapon in the game. I'm just going to get that out right now. But it has pretty good base stats. And when you're looking at the other full-auto assault rifles, it's definitely in the high tier, but probably not the top tier. So going over these stats, we get 23% crit chance at base, 2.1 multiplier, 70 magazine with 11 fire rate, 0.2 punch through at base, which is interesting. Like, why'd they give this thing a little bit of punch through at base? You don't really notice it, to be honest, but that's the thing. 1.7 reload and 31% status chance, so very high status chance, and it is mostly weighted into slash. So it's basically a hybrid slash rifle. It's kind of how I'd explain it, but you're not going to only be getting slash procs in this thing. You'll definitely be getting impact procs and some puncture procs too. So don't get too happy about it. And since it is a Kuva weapon, you can actually pick an elemental and buff up the elemental some bonus base damage. So for me, I have a 60% heat Kuva Karak. You could go with a 60% toxin one. Those are usually the two elements I recommend, especially on a relatively high status weapon like this, unless you're doing a very specific index setup with duality equinox. But yeah, I'm going to recommend the heat one to you guys. Lets you do a viral heat hunter munitions build really easily. Lets you do corrosive heat really easily. Let's quickly show the build before I unleash it on some level 170s and we hop into a mission and see how it goes in a normal mission. So here's what I'm going to recommend to you guys. Viral HM, and then the innate heat from the weapon, making it viral heat HM. And if you want to go for bigger bleed procs, you can actually replace vigilante armaments with Prime Bay and the Corrupted, or whatever faction you're going against. Just remember that against the Corpus now, slash procs do not ignore their shields. So you might want to do something else against the Corpus instead of running a slash build. Although the Corpus aren't usually a big issue anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah, we're going for 2 dual stats because this thing has high status chance. I did test the non-dual stats one with like Prime Cryo and Infected Clip, and yeah, you get bigger crit numbers, which might be nice at lower levels, but for here, I want to get those viral procs pretty consistently, and as you saw, that was 12 bullets. It killed a level 170 heavy gunner. Let's do some body shots on this one. As you see, body shots much worse. The bleed procs are not really doing much to her right now because of the body shots. So we can kill her, but it definitely is not anything fast. This guy's going to die really quickly too. By the way, the reason they're inflating is because I'm running a joke mod on my Harrow build, where if I shoot them, their body parts become larger. You know what? We need more of those kinds of joke mods in this game. I find that one really fun. So, as you see, pretty good here for a weapon that I'd already called underwhelming off the bat. Like, I'd say maybe run the Super Vandal over this. Definitely the Prisma Ricotta is better than this thing. But that's part of the fun. I don't think that enough people will be using this weapon that they will nerf the Rivens for it. So, if you have it, currently the Kuva Karak has a 1.0 neutral disposition. That means 3 dots. 1.0 is like middle of the road. That means they haven't buffed, they haven't nerfed it, anything like that. So I don't think they'll nerf it because, like, honestly, I never see people using this ever. So here's a corrosive build here. No HM because corrosive and HM, it doesn't really do much together. You can run it. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but let's try on these guys. So there will be no slash procs here. So we need to keep firing the entire time throughout. We cannot stop just to watch the bleeds go down. Alright, so it shreds the armor real fast. And the heat proc is making them flail around. So see, we're not getting many slash procs here. They did remove the 4 times IPS multiplier for procs with Warframe Revised. So if that update didn't go out, we'd probably be having more slash procs on this build. But, you know, it's not the end of the world that we don't. This is definitely not a slash-focused build right here. It's an armor-shredding build. And it's still working pretty well. Let's do body shots on her. She's fully armor removed now. And she has a gigantic leg. Alright. Do body shots on this guy. It's going to take a while for him. And we'll go back to headshots. So, yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. These guys are the max level I can even spawn in here. So we'll hop into a mission. I'm going to throw my Riven, too. Because, like I said, I don't think they're going to nerf the Rivens for this thing. At least anytime soon. And the Riven we got is pretty juicy. We've got critical chance, multi-shot, and plus recoil. Plus recoil is actually a negative stat, so it makes your positive stats stronger. And as you see right here, the critical chance is going to make us get a 100% crit chance. So we will be getting that possibility of the HM slash proc on every single bullet. And then we have multi-shot. We took off a multi-shot mod, but we have 2.9 multi-shot. Almost enough to be guaranteed 3 bullets every time. So really good stuff there. Also keep on running Vigilante Supplies, which gives us an ammo mutation and also increases the chance to make these crits into the next tier. So my guaranteed yellow crits have a decent chance to become a orange crit, which will give us additional critical damage. Since we have every arcane in the game, now let's equip that R5 Energize that took like 2 hours to farm. And yeah, we're just going to play Hero because I'm in the mood to play Hero today. Alright. You know, before we hop in, let's actually quickly compare this thing to the other really good full auto. So let's do the Exceltra first. We'll do the Baza Prime after that. So Exceltra, higher crit stats. Exceltra is also AoE, has higher base damage by 3. It has no innate punch through, which doesn't really seem to matter that much. Exceltra better, I'd say. Let's do Baza Prime. Baza Prime, just better stats pretty much all around. Lower base damage, and that you will definitely notice on the Baza Prime. Baza Prime has like basically no base damage. And then my favorite personally, the Prisma Gurkata. Prisma Gurkata has a lot more fire rate, much larger magazine. The magazine size on this thing, I do find it to be a little bit of an issue sometimes. It's got 11 fire rate, and then it's got 70 magazines, so you can tear through that thing pretty fast. I do think that the Prisma Gurkata is better than this, though. And then let's compare it to like 1 or 2 more. There's the Prisma Gorgon. That thing is mostly impact weighted, so I feel like the Kuva Karak might be better than the Prisma Gorgon, but you know, that's just a guess. I haven't really tested the Prisma Gorgon in a long time. And then there's the Kuva Hind. Kuva Hind, probably a better choice, honestly. It's got 3 firing modes here. We've got the automatic mode, which is better than this. In some areas, not better in all areas. Got the semi mode, which is better in the crit department. And then we've got the burst mode, which is better in almost every department. So yeah, like I said, I think this thing is good, but it's not like, oh, let's show the Super Vandal too. It's not like too good that it'll get nerfed. So I'd say maybe get a ribbon for the Kuva Karak if you like it. If you want a generic assault rifle, 300 rounds of the magazine for the Super Vandal. Nothing in the game has that crazy of a magazine. So good luck competing with that one. All right, let's hop in. Hopefully it is a fun mission, or a relatively fun mission. You know, asking for a fun mission might be a little bit too much to ask for some people, or some days. Make sure you check out the Twitch channel, guys. Twitch.tv/Gaz_TTV. Alright, what do we got here? Capture. Okay, that's going to be really fast. It's on Mars, though, so we potentially might have some problems finding the siphon. So, yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time of extra gaming. Hopefully you've gotten all the arcanes you want from the Scarlet Spear. But don't worry, we're going to still be here for another 3 weeks. So, honestly, I want some opinions on this one. Do you think that people that are farming this event should just go full on Energize and save them for after the event's gone? Because that might be a good way to get a lot of plat. Is just like horde Energizes. Because the thing is, after this event's gone, their Energizes will become a very rare item again. So it potentially could be kind of valuable to just bide your time, save Energizes up, and become like the plat god afterwards. Because I mean, the demand for Energize will still be there. Like, if people didn't play during the Scarlet Spear, didn't get their Energizes, you know, maybe that guy's gonna be like, alright, time to buy another Energize for 200 plat each. Or maybe that time is just gone. That will never happen again. I'm not trying to, like, hoard plat or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. Because me, personally, I don't care about plat anymore. I really don't. I just... That's how... That's how bored I am. I don't even care about plat anymore. Whoa, what blew us up there? Oh, it was a fire grenade from the cat person. You know, that actually worked because we got a cat buff from her blowing us up, so thank you. That does still work, guys. If the enemies kill you, you can actually reset your cat buff. Reliably, no, but it does happen sometimes, as you just saw right there. I need some more energy here. Alright, let's get that Hero buff going. The .2 punch through definitely took care of that guy's shield right there. Alright. Some of the shield lancers, the elite shield lancers, you cannot shoot through their shield, so keep that one in mind. But the normal one like that, it's fine. My Lich came here to help. The Lich I converted, that is, not the Lich I'm fighting. I'm currently fighting a Kuva Karak Lich right now. And yeah, it's a radiation lich, or a radiation Karak, I believe. No, it's toxin. It's a 25% toxin Karak. Yeah, that was an accident. I was like just autopiloting through whatever that Cassini, I think it's called, and I was like, oh yeah, just talking to chat, and I accidentally killed a larvaling with a Kuva Karak. Actually, I didn't even see what the weapon was. I just like automatically did the assassination on it, and it gave me a Kuva Karak. I was trying to get a Dragoon, actually, because Dragoon is one of the only Kuva weapons I have at 60. I have basically every one at 60. And yeah, that's how it is. The cat fully healed. As you see, guys, lockdown is still really very valuable. Still works on Guardians. And no damage, of course, but, you know, whatever. And that is going to be our doubled up cat buff right there. Our doubled up Kuva. Now this mission went real fast, huh? So it's kind of hard to just like show off a generic assault rifle, but it's doing a good job here. Now this is with the Riven, mind you, so every bullet is a crit guaranteed. And this thing has like 57-ish crit chance with just point strike. So, yeah, if I was recommending a Riven to you guys, I'd say, since it has good status chance, multi-shot really high, well, I mean, multi-shot's good on everything, but multi-shot, CC, CD, if you want to go full crit on your build and want to run some 90% elementals, you could actually go for status chance on your Riven. So maybe push it up really high, maybe get over 100% status chance if you have a good roll on there with some dual stats. Lots of customization because this thing is a hybrid weapon, which is pretty fun actually. But I know for a fact that like minus impact would be really good here because impact procs are annoying. It would take a little bit away from your base damage, but I think we're gonna be okay. All right. So yeah, CC, CD, multi, minus impact, minus zoom, things of that nature gonna be really good. Keep in mind, minus status duration is not a good negative. It might look like a good negative to some people, but it's gonna affect your viral proc duration. It's going to affect your slash proc duration, and even corrosive procs have duration nowadays, whereas minus status duration was an okay negative for corrosive builds in the past. Not the case anymore. They changed where corrosive procs used to have infinite duration. Now it's like, I think 8 seconds or something really low like that, so keep that one in mind. As we see, Avenger right here, we're getting 140% crit chance with Avenger procs, and with the Vigilante bonus, that can make red crits on our gun with no hero buff. So, pretty powerful there. CC is a decent stat on this thing. That's going to basically be it, guys. I do think this thing is too boring and unpopular to get the Rivens nerfed. If anything, maybe the Rivens will get buffed for this. Now, that's just a guess, not a guarantee. But I could see things like the Super Vandals Rivens have already gotten nerfed in the past because it's very popular. And yeah, if you didn't know this, the way that they nerf Rivens, they find what's popular and they nerf it. If the thing's not popular, maybe they'll buff it, maybe they'll just not buff it. So, for this thing, I think it's got some good chances to either get buffed or not nerfed. So, but either way, that's going to be it for the video. Considering streaming today to maybe get some more Kuva weapons. I want to get that a Toxin Kuva Nucor and maybe even a magnetic one. We'll see how bored I actually am. But to even start that, I need to get rid of this garbage lich that I haven't even fought yet. So, yeah, I have done literally no progress on this lich because this is an accidental lich. But yeah, either way, I'll possibly be streaming later, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Peace.